Hello guys, Monk here again, and today we have a game in the Goliath on Mountain Range. Now, I played this game earlier on today as part of my grind for Brisbane. I believe this part of the mission was to do with setting fires, which the Goliath does obviously quite well. Let's just have a quick look at the matchmaking. We're in a tier 10/tier 8 game, which is quite nice for the Goliath. So what's special about this ship? Well, it has 4 turrets with 3 guns each, giving you 12 shells. Quite good dispersion. Obviously very, very high HE alpha with high HE penetration and fire chance. So it makes it ideal for what I'm trying to do by setting fires. It doesn't have the biggest range in the world at 16.8, which sometimes can be a little bit challenging to play. However, to be honest with you, with the reload being so long, sort of mid tens, it's better that you build it for DPM rather than range, because the shells are quite slow as well. So anything in sort of 16 kilometers and relatively quick moving can be quite hard to hit. So straight from the off, we're playing obviously arms race. The Udaloi goes for an aggressive push to collect that flag, but we hit him quite hard for 4.7k. And this ship, yeah, it's very, very good at essentially destroying destroyers. And as you can see, this one goes down quite quick. We get first blood pretty quickly. In terms of the armor, obviously British cruiser does have quite an exposed citadel. Quite easy to citadel if you're given broadside, and you'll see throughout this game I get quite lucky really with a lot of my broadside giving as such. But if you nose in or angle slightly, it can be quite tanky, to be honest. So you can definitely utilize it when you want. In terms of torpedoes, you get a single launcher on each side. They are single fire torpedoes if you want them to be as well, which is nice, giving you a range of 10 torpedoes. So, sorry, giving you a range of 10 kilometers. So it's not the worst or the best, but it definitely can be utilized quite well when you're pushing. Its detectability is 11 kilometers, and with my build, which is standard cruiser build really. And I think that's pretty good. I didn't, obviously, if you want to build a bit more of a sneaky build with torpedoes, then Des Moines? What am I talking about? The Monitor, sorry, is a much better ship at that. But as you can see there, the shells do take a very long time to land, so it can be quite challenging hitting things from sort of past 15 kilometers. So that's why I wouldn't recommend going for the range. But essentially at this point, we were playing it a little bit safe. I don't want to be just massively over aggressive, even though we killed the DD. Just because they got a couple of battleships that can still delete me if they need to. So we're slowly pushing up, and I think as there's islands on this side I'm heading to, it's probably better to play around here than in open water slightly to my left. And there's more targets to shoot here as well. So that's the plan at this point, and we've got quite a lot of our teammates coming with us as well. And this Prince Eugen was a bit weird, to be honest, and you will see he ends up reversing pretty much this whole time. I don't know why. It's feeling very strange. One thing to mention is obviously the ship does get the super heal, British super heal, so you can take quite a lot of abuse in it and heal up. As you will see here, I'm not sort of repairing because that's probably about half of what you can heal, so there's literally no point. As you can see, as I said, Prince Eugen just ends up reversing quite far for whatever reason. Don't know why. And as you can see, we're setting fires left, right, and centre. I mean, we've landed, what's that, 39 shells, and we've got 5 fires, so that's pretty good fire chance. And especially if you focus fire and you pay attention to damage cons and stuff, you can definitely set double fires and stuff on this. Obviously, the DPM isn't the greatest, but your alpha is very high, and it's probably why. But we're doing okay at the moment. We're slowly pushing with the team here, which is nice. We're pushing them out a little bit. Our other flank is kind of losing / kiting away, which is probably the correct thing to do. Is if they haven't got the number advantage, they should probably kite. But yeah, we're pushing through. We're doing what we can. At this point, all I'm trying to do is just work them down a little bit, to be honest, with fires and shots and stuff. I think at this point is when I start to realize that I'm essentially chasing them into nothingness, because they're just going to keep kiting away, and with my shell arcs and speed isn't massively impressive, it's going to be quite hard to catch them, and all that's going to happen is that I'm just going to keep getting farmed. So at the moment I don't really have anything else to shoot at, so I carry on, and obviously my main goal is to get as many fires as I can, so I'm just keep spamming my HE for now. But eventually I will have to disengage and probably go into the middle as this arms race, and the flag's up. There we go. Sorry, the cap, not the flag. But this is kind of counterintuitive to what the Goliath is essentially built for, because it's quite the opposite. It's much better at kiting because it's shell arcs. You want the ships to push into your shells rather than the other way around. And as you can see, we're going to take quite a lot of these torps, and we can just heal all of that, which is quite nice, and we're back up to just over half health, which is great. So going back to what I was saying, yes, we're going to have to disengage here and come up with a different plan, and I think I start to realize that soon, especially after getting focused by the CV, which is really frustrating, because unlike the Minotaur, this ship doesn't have the greatest of defenses. We've got double fire on North Carolina there, which I think definitely helps us to get rid of him.
We sank their battleship. All stations, concentrate fire on that target.
And at this point, it's essentially a matter of dodging the CV as much as you can. I'm disengaging from the Grace of Kerr first, because he's been absolutely useless to his team by sailing away all the way down that island. And as you can see, none of my teammates are chasing him, which is absolutely correct. And leaving him to do his thing. The funny thing here is that our A gear right there, rather than come in with the rest of us to come and fight, he carries on shooting the Gross Kerfuffle that's sailing to the edge of the map, which I found a little bit amusing, and I have a little bit of trolling with him, which he gives back as much as I give, so that's quite funny. But so at this point of the match, they're trying to cap A. My team is kited away from that other flank, and they've done quite well actually. It's I think we've got a one ship advantage, and obviously their Gross Kerfuffle is completely out of the game, which I find amusing, and you'll see later what he actually does, which definitely made me chuckle on stream. But so my plan here is to essentially sail into the middle really, and start engaging with whoever I can. I can see the Vanguard and the Iwami are sailing towards me, and they're just starting to come into my
Torpedoes direct front.
firing range. So I will be starting to engage with those now. I'm just waiting to sail past this island, and I'll be engaging those. The reason I didn't chase the Midway, by the way, and the Gross Kerfuffle is because they would farm me essentially. The Midway would be able to kill me quite quick if he kept harassing me, and with the support of the Gross Kerfuffle, I wouldn't even make it anywhere near to killing the Midway even if he was there. So in those situations like this, the Kappa's in the middle, all the other little bits are in the middle. Let's go there rather than chasing other ships, which I think is definitely the correct thing to do. At this point, it's a bit of a shooting range. The Vanguard keeps reversing, so we keep engaging with him. And we have much quicker reload, and as I said, the guns are pretty accurate. So at this real range of 15 kilometers, very easy. And as you can see, the Gross Kerfuffle is basically parked up right at the edge of the map, and he's spamming me rather than engaging with the A gear or any other ship that I spotted, which once again I found quite entertaining. But I'm happy to keep trading for the Vanguard at this rate, because he, the way I am angled, he can't really do too much to him, whereas I can quite comfortably keep damaging him, and I feel safe. Keep setting fires on him. And at this point we're up to 180k, which is quite good. We've got Confederate and First Blood already, as I mentioned at the start, so that's good. I said I'm not massively worried about repairing my HP, because I'm getting a adrenaline rush from that as well. Now I am, just because I'm about to engage with the Iwami, so I don't know how to pronounce that ship, but and I want to make sure that I have as much of an advantage as I need. But I think he gets killed off quite quickly, so that's fine. And at this rate, we are definitely going to be winning. Well, I say definitely. To be fair, we're only a ship ahead. But given their position, we have the map control, and they have a lot more buffs than us as well. So they actually, if the Gross Kerfuffle pushed for them, they might have actually had a much better chance. And we pick up a Witherer right there and high caliber straight away as well. So this game was going pretty good, and I'm pretty confident we're going to pick up the Owama here. To be fair, he tried for his team. Unfortunately, the Vanguard and his Grosser Kurfürst didn't want to help him out, and essentially he got punished for that. In retrospect, we probably shouldn't chase after them. We should probably cap, but I wanted more damage, simple as that. And we're up to 220k, which is good. 2.5 million tanked nearly, which is once again is really good for the ship. As I said, I do get away with quite a lot in this game, as you can see. That's an 11k salvo from 13 kilometers. You know, so the accuracy of these guns is incredible, and I definitely recommend getting the ship. It's a bit of a unique playstyle if you're into that sort of playstyle of spamming HE, and if you like the Conqueror, you like this ship, and that sort of playstyle. So for sure. You can see full broadside from Grosser Kurfürst. We're turning in, just about avoiding it. And I didn't really want to cap, to be honest. I just wanted to get more damage. I knew I was onto a good game, and I was quite happy to just keep pushing. And yeah, the ship, pretty good. Definitely recommend to get it if you haven't got already. Pretty fun. So it can be tanky, as you can see. Super heal, so you can play it passively, you can play it aggressively. It's got torpedoes, so you can definitely be aggressive. And yeah, it's just a fun old ship to play. We're definitely starting to get quite a lot of punishment now. And just CV left now. 272k. We might pick up a little bit of damage here and there on him. But he's going behind the island, so with these Shellarks, it's going to be quite hard to hit him. Not sure how that didn't hit him there, but and he's still getting some strikes on us, and he's about to go down. So I'll finish this portion of the video here. We're going to be finishing on about 275k, 277, and I will see you in the next part. And then just for the final bit, guys, I just wanted to show you my stats for the Goliath. So I've played 21 games. I've won 86% of those. Average damage is 143,000, and my average tankiness is 1.2 million. Interestingly enough, this is the highest damage I've gone to all of my cruisers in this account. The second one being the Salem at 140,000. So this ship It's got massive, massive potential, especially when people are pushing into you. And I hope a lot of you either have already played this or about to play it by getting it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.